Okay, I know officially this is part 5. So yeah, let's just leave off where we were. And I've been reading all this on my day. See, got the same dress on. So let's see here. Another earthquake, Maul said. That's the third one this week. Out of habit, she looked over her shoulder again at the door of Maleficent's prison. Until recently, Maul had only felt the ground rumble like that when a great dragon stomped around during the coronation attack. So Maul couldn't help but to associate earthquakes with her mother. Hearing it happen, heard it's happening all over, not just Ordon City, said Ben with a frown. But it's a natural. I spelled that word off last time, okay? Don't worry. Tectonic plates rumbling underneath the ocean and all that. Well, I wish they'd stay still, said Maul. They make me queasy. At least they go away quick, said Ben. Unlike some people, Maul thought forcing herself not to look back at the prison door. There was no aftershocks to this one. Thankfully, after an hour later, Maul had already forgotten about it. Ben began to put his books away in a satchel, and she glanced at the clock. It wasn't time for the dinner bell yet. Leaving already, she asked. King duties? Yeah, I have to cut the ribbon at the opening of the Sidekick Recreation Center. Don't want them to feel overlooked. Ben shrugged into a new blazer with embroiled EMBROIDERED Royal Beast head crest on its right hand pocket. Don't you mean kick the ribbon? Maul teased and Ben didn't laugh back. She knew he took his royal responsibilities very seriously. And he meant, hold up, he meant to be the king of all of Oradon. Nice slime I made. I'll show you guys how to make that one day. I keep getting off track. Sidekicks and villainy offspring include. Text you later, Ben tugged at a lock of her hair. Not if I text you first, she promised. Maul did a little more work, but stopped when she heard her bone fuzz in her backpack. Thinking it was Ben, she picked it up, but it was a text from an unknown number instead. Strange. She clicked it open and read the message. Go back where you belong. Excuse me, she said. What is all this about? She looked around seriously, but the library full of Ordon students but students DILIGNTLY working on their virtues and values term paper on computer terminals, or else absorbed in their kindness of decency reading. This week's assignment was Snow White, how to keep a happy home for your family of 7 doors. Optional. Hold up. Okay. Alrighty. Maul looked down back at her phone, waiting to see what would happen next. A pit growing in her stomach. There was no reply for a long time. Then the little wand at the bottom of her screen began to show sparks, which indicated that the recipient was typing a reply. Finally, it appeared on the screen. You must return to the Isle of the One I lost before the new moon rises. Who is this? She texted back, more irritated than scared. You know who I am. I'm M. There was no more just M. He was M. Maul stared at the screen. Who demanded that she return to the Isle of the Lost at the screen? Who demanded she return to the Isle of the Lost, and why did she have to return to the Isle of the Lost before the new moon rose? And when would that be anyway? Mom could think of a few M's in her life, but there was only one M that mattered the most. The big one. Maleficent. Only one M that mattered the most. The big one, Maleficent. I just had to read that again. Could her mother be communicating to her through text? She might be sitting in her lizard-sized prison right now, but she was still the greatest evil fairy who had ever lived. Anything was possible, she supposed. Of course, Maleficent. Would you want Mal to go home? Her mother had only planned to escape the Isle of the Lost because its invisible barrier kept her magic. She despised Auradon and its pretty forests and enchanted rivers. If Maleficent had succeeded in her vengeful plot, the entire kingdom would be gloomy and dark and wrecked as the Forbidden Forest by now. In other words, darker than anything her friends at Auradon Prep could imagine. That was not something she could ever let happen. Maul really read the mysterious text again. Oppression making her heart beat faster. She collected her things, determined to find her friends so they could help her figure out what was going on. Maul had a feeling that her sweet life in Auradon was about to turn rotten. See, you guys, it's like slime, stretchy. It's a little sticky because everybody likes a little bit of sticky slime. It's not really sticky, but it's like kind of sticky, but not really. It's very good consistency, soft, and it can get a little hard or different at the top, but if you just start playing with it like I've been doing, it'll be better. So we're about to start chapter 2. Well, we're going to start chapter 2 just in a new video, but the rest of the video I think I might just stay in the bathroom right now till like I don't want to anymore, because I want to play with my slime. Your slime is holdable. We're going to start chapter 2 in a little bit, but my slime is holdable, squishy, playable. It's like moldable too. Hold up. Okay. Moldable. Can mold it into things and it won't just like fall apart like slime. Yeah. It's like it's like Silly Putty but better. See? It's like cool and just like slimy. It's really cool. Just like slime, 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 slime.